gives you focus, makes you stronger.
I would certainly like to.
Greetings, here we are in the Wi-Fi Guy freezing shop. So my next quality of life enhancement, I'm going to build a focuser. I've been looking at a lot of EAFs. Some of them go for hundreds of dollars. About the cheapest ones you can find are like 70, 80 bucks. I don't know if you've really noticed, but on my on-step controller that I just built, has 4 stepper drivers, one for RA, one for deck, and one for a focuser, and one for a rotator or a second focuser if you want. So if you noticed on the outside, I have an RJ11 jack. That's for the focuser that I planned on building. And I'm going to build one for under 20 bucks. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are. The noise you hear in the background is probably a heater because it's freezing cold out here and it's snowing outside. So the focuser, of course, will go on the side that does not have the 10-to-1 focuser. Take a 2mm wrench, loosen up the knob. Okay. So that is about 6mm. Depending on where you do it, 5.97, that's close enough. Okay, so I just happen to have some pulleys left over from my very first on-step controller I built. And I have this 48 tooth pulley. It will go on right there. Ooh, it fits just perfect. I also have a 400 stepper motor, NEMA 14, that I bought from Stepper Online. I'll leave a link in the description. Have small 12 tooth for it, so that'll give me a 4-to-1 reduction there. I have the RJ11 jack that I can screw onto the stepper motor. So I'll have this really fancy phone cable to plug it in, and some 1/8 inch aluminum that I will make a bracket out of, and a few different lengths of belts that I can try out, get everything to fit. And also I'll be connecting it right on the bottom here, so I'll have to take these 2 screws out. I've got 2 longer screws, and I will attach my fancy bracket right here. So let's see what damage we can do. And here it is in all of its beautiful glory. Yeah, not the prettiest, but if it all works out good, I'll just 3D print some cover to go over this part of it, and it'll be just fine. Now all we got to do is put some code on the controller so it knows that there's a focuser there, and then we'll take it out and test it on the next clear night. So here we are in the Arduino IDE with the config H loaded for the controller. So the relevant part is axis 4, focuser 1. What we have to change to make it active is to put a driver in. So I'm using the TMC 2209, same one I've been using on all the other axes. So the parts I'm changing are the axis limit min is 0, axis limit max is 45. That's because there are 45 millimeters of travel in the focus tube. I'm going to go with 16 microsteps because in order to find out the steps per micron, I have to do my 400 step stepper motor with 16 microsteps. That gives it 6,400 microstep per revolution. And I have a 4-to-1 reduction with the pulleys. So times 6,400 by 4, that gives me 25,600 steps per revolution. And one revolution of the focuser knob is 6.5 millimeters. So that gives me 6,500 microns. So the 25,600 divided by 6,500 gives me 3.94 steps per micron, I hope. The only other things I've changed is I gave an eye run of 400. We'll see if that's strong enough. And that's it. So now we just got to upload this to the controller and test it out. Okay, sketch is uploaded to the focuser. We've got it plugged in. So I've got the OnStep smart web server running right now. I've connected to the OnStep SSID. So what I did first was click on the home reset button, which set the, when you hit that, it'll say, are you sure? And it will, instead of setting the home position at 0, it will set it halfway between what you set it at in the config H, which was 22,500 microns. I've moved it a little to there, from there to get to focus. So it's set right now as usually a good focus for my telescope. So now let's connect to the actual OnStep controller on the telescope mount. I'll change SSIDs. Okay, so we'll open up remote desktop. Nina. So we see we have the OnStep focuser. Connect. Alright. That's a weird starting position, but let's try a move. Okay, didn't move a lot, but that's good. See if we can move back. Seems to have. Try these buttons. Move it back. Okay, seems to go right back where it was. Make a big move. See what it does. Okay, hopefully it goes right back where it was. Alright, I guess I'm satisfied. So now all we got to do is wait for a clear night. See if we can get autofocus to work. Okay, well, I checked the weather on my phone this morning and it said clear and bitter cold. Yeah, both. But we'll test the focuser tonight anyway. Alright, well, I've just been outside polar aligning. They weren't kidding when they said bitterly cold. But at least I might not have to go out there and focus. So, let's try it out. So, we'll go here. So, polar aligned. Just sitting here tracking in a part of the sky I just arbitrarily moved it to. So the focuser is connected. So in options, under autofocus, I've pretty much left these all default right at the moment. 4 steps, HFR, hyperbolic, 50 steps, and my default autofocus exposure times 4 seconds. I've got disable guiding during autofocus set to off because I kind of want to guide. The rest is set. So I've got this set to overshoot, which everybody says to do. Start with 0 and 0 on the backlash. So go back to the imaging tab. Whoops. This imaging tab. Alright, so we go to autofocus. Just ignore this. This is me messing around with my other telescope when I was trying to do it a few months ago. Never could get it working right. The focuser just had so much backlash, it was just a piece of crap. I couldn't really get the bracket mounted to the focuser. I was using zip ties because there was no way to connect it, so it just didn't work out. This one, I got it solidly connected, so we'll try that. So we'll just do an autofocus run, see what it does. Well, we can see I've got some backlash already. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. Why did it do so many? Looks like I have a little backlash going on over here. My hyperbolic R squared is at 1, so I guess I'm focused. Let's take an image just to see. Okay, it looks focused. So go into options. Go to plate salt, or let's see, imaging. Oh, I have annotate image on. So that's what it looked like, so we'll turn that off. Alright, I have some backlash, so it looks like probably, it looks like 100 there. We'll put 100 right here. And I think I might have to increase my step size because of it's such a shallow curve. But we'll try. We'll just keep trying. See what it does. It looks a lot better than my other telescope did. It can't be perfect the first time. Okay, well, maybe too much backlash. I guess we'll see if we can zero in on it. One more. Okay, closer. Maybe I'll move my backlash down just a little more, see how that works. The HFR is not really great tonight. Said the seeing was kind of below average. Well, try something else. We'll go the other way. This is trial and error for me. I have no clue what I'm doing, so just watched a bunch of YouTube videos, that's all. But we will get it. Alright, well, close. Maybe I just need to move that a little bit more. So we'll do 57. See how that works. Okay, I've been doing a lot of trial and erroring. I turned the camera off so I wouldn't bore you guys with it. But this is what I ended up with right at the moment. And people are texting me. Sorry about that. So I changed my autofocus step size up to 80. That seemed to give me a better curve. My backlash ended up being 60. So this was my last focus run. It's pretty close to a hyperbola. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments who are smarter than I am what I could do to maybe improve this. But anyway, I think I'm going to start taking a picture. So I'm going to go put my dual narrowband filter in the telescope and then try a focus run with that. See how that works. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got the filter installed. Telescope's parked. Got a sequence set up. Got slew to target, center target, rotate target, start guiding. And on autofocus, I have it on start. And then after temperature change of 3 degrees Celsius, so I have my weather app going. So hopefully when that says it changes 3 degrees, it'll autofocus, because I'll be asleep. So I guess we'll start this and go. All right, well, it looks like it did what it was supposed to. We'll wait for the first exposure to come in. Okay, first sub is in. Everything looks like it's in focus. Still have to work on my tilt, but now I have a focuser. I can install Hocus Focus and we can play with that next time. All right, we'll let this run. All right, focuser. Well, I guess I get what all the hubbub's about. I really enjoy focusing, sitting in my office, not outside in the cold. I got to try it out for a couple of more nights. The seeing was a little better on one of the nights. The focus graph seemed to be a lot more hyperbole. So I think the seeing has quite a bit to do with that first night. Me not being able to zero it in all the way. So now I guess all I need to do is install the Hocus Focus plug-in, figure out how that works, and get my tilt under control. So if you like the DIY stuff, let me know in the comments. We can do some more. I think it's quite fun. I mean, I'm basically the Temu version of Queeve the Lazy Geek. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, leave me comments. That helps. I like comments. I try to answer them all. I'm messing around a little bit with the Cosmic Clarity SETI Astro Sweep on my Mac standalone. If you'd like to see me struggle with that, let me know. I also bought Affinity Photo because it was half price when I bought it, so 30 bucks for a program like that. I use it a lot more than GIMP now. So, talk to you later, and clouds suck.